There's a certain point where just smoking stops being a habit and turning you inside apart. You're thinking in your mind, oh, it's just gonna be one cigarette, but when this happens, it's a huge red flag to stop. So stick with me. I'm gonna explain in 3 simple steps to you. So there's our first step, which is our beginning. And in this step, there's nothing wrong. We're having the most fun of our lives. And as you can see, we're on the enjoyment phase. Basically, we mix in cigarettes with a bunch of activities such as being social, coffee, alcohol. Sometimes even we're stressed, right? Technically, that's an activity on the wrong side. And cigarettes starts to become a part of our lives. But at this stage, it's just a habit. It's just a random habit like playing guitar or learning anything, something new. So there's not a big issue at this point. But after 3 to plus months, we started faced with the consequences. In this stage, the benefits we seek starts to be equal with the loss. Now we're coughing a lot, we can't run to anywhere, and basically we feel like we're chained into this habit. And doubt starts to kick in, because we want to make a clear decision. Should we quit or continue? But since the benefits are equal to loss, we can't make a really decision. We just like sit in the middle ground and just keep our lives like nothing happens. But after 60 plus months, we literally beg to quit. We wish never started this before, but hey, it was too late until this point. We probably have some failure attempts of cravings. We tried to resist them, but unfortunately we go back to them. So this habit solidified itself. So what are we gonna do after this stage? Basically, we have to forget the things that we learn. By how? Observe. By basically turning to a 5-year-old or scientist in your own words and literally thinking, why I think in this way? Why do I think like that? And if you realize that most times you adopted this habit or any habit in this world is happiness. You may say, oh, I'm not happy, I'm not smiling. Yeah, you're not smiling, you're not going to. Fine. But basically, happiness means a certain outcome. And outcomes has 2 sides. Either you seek pleasure or trying to avoid pain. Seeking pleasure means mixing with coffee, mixing with alcohol, social smoker, that thing. And basically the other outcome is avoiding pain. You lost your father, you want to smoke. You're stressed, you want to smoke. You have a panic attack, you want to smoke. And to realize it and actually quit, you have to ask the question of why. Like I said in the previous steps, you have to become a child or scientist in your own words to observe. Because technically there's a habit which you dropped. And it works like just cigarettes. This could be a bad habit like caffeine consumption, or literally a good habit like playing guitar. But if you drop this habit, basically if you stop doing it, the cycle works the same. Then you may ask, oh, I'm gonna crave guitar? Like, what's this analogy? Basically, yes. If you do anything useful in your life, if you think they are useful, and you try to stop them, you're gonna crave them. You're gonna get this addiction symptoms, although this is not an addiction, because the addiction is basically an illusion. This is basically just a terminology that created by tobacco companies and those cessation tool companies that want to sell you gums, vapes, bands, so they could create billion-dollar industries to make a profit out of you. That's pretty much it. And how I'm so sure? 1, there's another addiction that you quit before, whether it's coffee, pornography, anything. It could be anything. Just think. 2, it's just a habit. And there's literally you love to do in your life. And just try to imagine the quit for a second. This could be caring for your child, or this could be playing a guitar like me. And once you really think about that, you're gonna feel like, oh, how I'm gonna live my next days. You're gonna feel like panicked and empty. That's what we feel when we stop smoking, because we feel happy doing so. By the happiness means the outcome will speak so. And if you don't see any benefit when you're doing a certain habit, you stop. That's the only knowledge you need to know when it comes to quitting smoking. No, you don't need Ellen you don't need vapes, gums to make billion-dollar companies, right? Don't spend any money on them. Just pretty much ask, why do I find happiness in it, and find the answers. Once you find them, your life is gonna become more easier, and you could quit smoking in this time like a knife edge. So now you know every knowledge to quit smoking and pull yourself away from this dangerous situation. And if you want to quit once and for all, there's a link in the description to book a call with me so we could handle the situation together. This is I2, and I know you're gonna make it.